WBC middleweight champion of the world, T-Rex, Claressa Shields.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a success story, came to fruition. Keep the applause going. After facing much adversity as a youth and putting her focus into her talents and becoming a two-time Olympic gold medal winner. Put the applause on her, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's go!
Out of Flint, Michigan. She said, Sway, last time you saw me, I only had 2 gold medals. Now I got the WBA, WBC, IBF middleweight titles under my belt. Sway, I'm back. The one and only Claressa Shields is here. Oh, man, look at that. Look at all that. You know, it was kind of, you know, if you look, when you see this video, I know a lot of people just tuned in, but we actually had her display all of her belts and her gold medals. And to me, I honestly think that you're a role model for a lot of kids, whether you want to be or not. The journey of your life is an example of how you could turn life around and make it what you want to be. And these accolades right here are just symbols of what you've already achieved. But my gosh, these things are nice right here, Heather. What the hell? Look at the belts. Which one you think has the best design? Is it the WBA? Let me look at what's the one with had the bird on it? Isn't it a bird?
I see pictures on some too.
IBF.
The IBF might have killed it with the design. Which one you think had the most fashionable design? Would you say?
I like the IBF, but then the WBA has like diamonds in it and the rhinestones, and it kind of like blings out there.
Okay, yeah, bling is
Then
important.
You can't not like the WBC because it got Layla Ali on there, myself, a picture of myself in all the countries. It's hard to pick which one looks best.
It's hard to pick, but why pick? Just wear them all, right? People are saying that this championship bout that's taking place this weekend is the most important of its kind in the history of women's boxing. Do you feel the same way, and why is that?
Of course, I feel the same way. I feel like, I'm the only 2-time Olympic gold medalist in the U.S. And then with these 3, world titles, this will be the first. We'll be the second women in history to fight for the undisputed title, all 4 titles. My opponent, Christina Hammer, is 24-0, 11 knockouts.
Yeah, she's
myself.
Good. Yeah.
I'm 8-0, 2 knockouts. And you look at matches like this, and you're like, oh, this is a mismatch. She's too much, but then it's not. I'm the ranked number 1 in my weight. She's ranked number 2. She's been reigning champ for 9 years. A women's boxing match has never had that, where it's 2 women in their prime, young, hungry, ready to put everything on the line to fight against each other, and this is one of those fights.
Yeah, but the way you put that was so eloquent, and it just seems so civilized. You know what I mean? But I've seen you 2 together. I've seen her come in the ring after what's the Femke fight?
After I beat up Nikki Adler.
Okay, Nikki. Okay, one of those people you beat up, and it just seemed like y'all have y'all are arch nemesis when it comes to this boxing thing. Like y'all really don't like each other.
Well, I can say she don't like me.
Okay.
Because if you did watch the fight with Nikki Adler, after I knocked out Nikki Adler to become the world champ, I was told to be nice to her.
Okay.
So when she got in the ring, I said, I'm glad that you're here. I look forward to fighting you in the future. And what I got back was, congratulations on your fight, but I beat you both. So it was like,
because she beat Nikki, right? Did
yeah.
She? Yeah. And
I knocked Nikki out, and Nikki beat her in the amateurs.
Oh, Nikki beat her in the amateurs.
Yeah, so she got in the ring on some, I thought she was going to say congrats, but no, she's like, congratulations, I beat you both. And I'm like, oh, you going to disrespect me in front of my people?
Yeah.
Okay. So I actually let that go.
And
I'm like, all right, cool. But I was like, if you take off that dress, I'll whoop your ass right now.
You did say that, huh?
I did.
Yeah.
And I meant it.
And she's huge, though. Claressa, she's a big girl. Physically, she's bigger than you.
She 5'11", I'm 5'9". Okay.
Okay, and what about size-wise?
Size-wise, I'm a heavy hitter. She's one of those, tall, moving fighters. I'm like a female Mike Tyson. So
okay.
She got a lot of problems on her hand come Saturday.
Okay. You got now one thing you done differently this time. When I met you before, you didn't have a nutritionist.
No.
Okay. How has that helped you as a fighter? You feel like as an athlete?
Well, I'm naturally a bigger size girl. I walk around at 170, 180.
Uh-huh.
And when you have to drop weight for the fight, it can be difficult, and you have to I let the people who know the science and know the body deal with that instead of myself. I fought at 160. I started at 168. I have 2 belts at 168, 3 at 160. And my first time making 160 was extremely hard. I mean, I was at 163. I didn't eat for a whole day before the fight. And I'm like, damn, this is fucking 3 pounds when I come off.
Yeah.
And from there, that's when I got with my nutritionist team, Perfecting Athletes. Michelle has been with me for my last 2 fights, and we make 160 easy. I feel great for the fight. She's with me the week of the fight, and she, cooks my meals while I'm in camp, and the weight
it makes a difference.
It just comes off.
Put it in perspective. Floyd Mayweather fights at 147.
Wow.
Okay, so just to,
Right,
just to give
right, got you.
She would be, if she was in men, she could fight Canelo right now. You know what I mean?
I'm actually bigger than Canelo. I'm taller.
To put it in perspective,
Wow.
I saw you go down in a fight.
Yep.
I never saw you go down. It threw me off. What happened when that happened?
Well, like I just said, one thing was making the weight.
Okay.
And that was the fight I had to make the weight for. And just the first round, I went in there, and it was like my footing was off because it wasn't the shot that when she hit me, I was dizzy and I couldn't get back up. It's like when she hit me, it kind of shocked myself too. I was looking at the ground like, what the hell are we doing down here? And it wasn't like...
Never been here before.
Right. So I just took a deep breath, and when I got up, my legs were still there. I wasn't dizzy. And I was taught too, it's only one shot. We got 10 rounds in here. So after the first round, you saw what happened. I kicked their ass every round after that.
Every round after that, it was just like the Tasman. Tyrannosaurus Rex was in the ring right there. Man, this is great. Claressa Shields is here. She's about to unify the divisions. The WBA, WBC, and IBF middleweight champion is right here with us. DB, I see you looking at her like you can take her down.
Oh, wow.
What the fuck? Hey, come on, man. You got all these belts. All these belts I got on. Shit. Come on, man. I ain't even got a belt on, man, so I'm chill. But, you were talking about the bad vibes between you two, whatever, right? So they tell you leave emotion out of the ring because that can throw you off in your game plan and things like that. So when you get caught up and then you do actually dislike the other fighter, how do you keep from letting the emotion get inside?
I don't dislike her. I love her.
Okay. You love her.
I don't have no dislike for her. I mean, it's boxing, and whatever she said. But every fight, I get in the ring, no name, no face. I just get in there and fight. I don't care who you put in front of me. You're not gonna beat me up. You're not gonna put a 1 on my record. You know. So I don't get in there thinking, oh, when she said this, oh, it made me feel like this. Like really, whatever she says, I laugh about 99% of it. 99. Really? It doesn't affect me.
So where does the love come from? Is it from your faith in God, looking at her as another sister in a sense?
Hell no, she ain't my sister.
What? Yo. Listen, I'm trying to understand the love.
You're taking the love too far, Tracy.
I'm trying to understand.
When I say I love her as far as in sportsmanship, I love that we both have that love for boxing.
Oh,
okay.
You know what I mean?
That's different, Claressa.
But I mean, at the end of the day, when I whoop her ass on Saturday,
okay,
I'm still gonna hug her after. She may not want to hug me, but I'm always gonna have that sportsmanship and that respect of that we both are world champions. Well, you were a former world champion, and that we both did everything.
She's a former world champion. Yeah, okay. She's former.
She'll be former Saturday.
Saturday.
Yep.
You taking that title? Is it a knockout, Claressa? I know people say this all the time, but that's what you're going for?
You know what? When I first started camp 8 weeks ago, I was telling myself, oh, it's not going to be a knockout. You're going to have to go another 10 rounds and just go in there and dominate her. But after I've pushed myself throughout this camp, how I've made weight, I mean, just from my sparring that I've done, I do believe that I can get the knockout.
Claressa Shields, Heather B, you got something for her?
No, I like it because I remember as a kid, I had to find where to put my energy. I never had to be mad to fight. People, my mother would come home. I thought that was your friend. I never had to get mad to fight somebody. I didn't, and I had to find some place though to put my energy, and that ended up in music and different things. When did you find that place to put your energy into boxing? What age? Around what time?
Yeah, so growing up, I had went through a lot, and I was a pretty angry kid. My mom abused alcohol. My dad was in prison. Met my dad when I was 9, and he the one who kind of got me into boxing. And then from there, when I went to the gym, I strictly went because I wanted to box for my dad.
Wow.
My dad was a boxer. He told me about Muhammad Ali having a daughter named Layla who took after him.
Yes.
So I said, I want to take after my dad and do something special for him.
Right.
And I was really fragile growing up. Like, I was mean and stuff, but I was a big crybaby, like super emotional. So my dad didn't really know me like that. And I asked him if he signed me for boxing. At first he said no. Then he changed his mind and signed me up. And I mean, like, the first day I walked into the gym, it was like, this is where I need to be at. Like, I don't need to leave here. And even though, you know, I went days where we didn't have food, days where we couldn't find my mom, days where, you know, we had to split noodles into 4. And it was just like, throughout that time, boxing always made me feel okay. Like, I would go to the gym, I could be mad at whatever happened. But when I left the gym, I was in a happy place, at least till the next day. And, you know, boxing was just, it was just fun for me. And it's like, growing up, I was the best boxer in my gym. I started boxing at the age of 11. I'm 24 now. And I've been the greatest woman fighter of all time since the age of 15. Going to the Olympics at 17. Going again at 21. Now I'm here in 8 fights at the age of 24. Like, boxing is the gift that God gave me.
Amen.
So that's what I, you know, use, and it's the thing that I'm best at. Like, if you was to tell me to, you know, go and play basketball, I can run up and down the court, but I probably wouldn't score. You know,
Damn.
And then beat somebody up.
I would not. Probably get a few charges, a few
Box
fouls.
out.
You know, yeah, probably knock somebody out. Definitely gonna get some fouls. Well, that's amazing, Claressa Shields. And then here's the thing about your story. I don't think it's been told enough, and I definitely don't think it's been told loud enough. And now people are forced to reckon with it because of the success you've had in the ring. But not just greatest female boxer, but you on route to becoming one of the greatest boxers. Period.
Yep, true.
Regardless of nobody got 2 Olympic gold medals, you know, back to back, and then went and achieved these belts like this. So you got to put it in perspective. And to this weekend, this Saturday. Make sure you're watching. It's going to be live on Showtime. Claressa Shields versus Christina Hammer. And look, not take anything away from Christina. She's undefeated. She has 11 knockouts. She is tall. She is big. She is a seasoned veteran. Like you, she's never lost. Like you, she claims she's going to have a knockout. Like you, she says she's the greatest of all time.
She's silly.
Saturday night. If you're in Atlantic City, Tracy G will be there. Be at Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City. Bria's on the line from Kansas. Good morning, Bria.
Hey, Bree.
Bree, you there?
Hello.
Yes, I'm here.
Hey. Say hello to Claressa.
How you doing? Hey, T-Rex. How you doing, girl? I watched your documentary on Netflix, and I just want to let you know that you got this. You ain't got to worry about nothing. I'm so proud of you. The whole community is proud of you, and don't worry about nothing. You got this, girl.
Thank you, and I appreciate that.
All right, and if you want to follow her, Bria, go to her social. How can they reach you, Claressa?
Yep, my name is at Claressa Shields on all social networks, so CLARESSA. Shields, SHIELDS.
We got Big Chad from Flint right there. Chad, what up, man?
It's the Chad.
Chad, you there?
Hey, Chad.
Chad. Yo, Chad. Hey, Chad. Big Chad.
Little Chad.
Chad.
What are you doing?
Chad, you there? No, I'm just kidding. All right. We go to San Antonio. Keisha, what you want to say?
Spurs.
Hi, Claressa. This is Keisha. I'm from San Antonio. Yes, go Spurs, Heather. Claressa, I just want to let you know that I love you and you are the shit. I've been watching you for a real long time. This fight that's coming on Saturday, I'm so glad that it's coming on. I know it was rescheduled and some other shit, but I'm ready to see you beat her ass. Let's go.
Thank you. You know she was scared as hell.
What happened with that?
She says she got sick, but I think she wanted more time to get ready.
Really? She wasn't ready.
She wasn't ready.
They be lying, right?
My tummy hurt.
Women lie, men lie.
Okay. Go ahead, okay.
Hey, Claressa, it's nice to meet you. So, you know, one of my hobbies is photography on the side, and I'm always online, you know, looking for, you know, inspiration and whatnot. And I noticed back in 2016, you did the ESPN body issue. What was that experience like?
Was she naked in that?
Yeah, she was
yeah.
completely nude.
The body,
Yeah.
the body was
Like
just
ass
nude.
naked? Butt ass naked?
Yeah, it's on Google.
Somebody Google it.
Yeah, usually every year Sports Illustrated. Marshawn Lynch has done it.
Dwayne Wade, Serena Williams,
Serena.
Venus Williams.
I didn't see those issues.
You don't see the men.
Oh, these are fire.
Let me see it, Tracy.
When Sports Illustrated does body, that's what it means. Like they show.
But it's really to show the strength, like the power within your body.
Oh, no, that's a crazy shot right there.
She's wearing nothing but boxing gloves.
Boxing gloves and boxing shoes.
Boxing shoes. Yeah.
What about your ass? Did you?
Oh, it's out. It's there.
How did are you still in a relationship?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Shit.
What are you gonna say? Fuck him up?
You know what? How did my dad feel about it? Is the question.
How did your dad feel about it? What do you say?
You know what? I love my dad to death, and I had a conversation with him before I told ESPN, give me a couple days to talk to my dad and convince him of this, and because my dad was like, hell no.
Yeah, I'm a dad. I would have been the same way.
I sent my dad pictures of Serena Williams, and then I sent him pictures of Candace Parker, and I said, this is kind of around the same thing I'm going to be doing. And at first my dad was like, no. Then my dad was like, you know what, baby, go ahead and do it. And when I did it, my dad actually told me that the pictures came back great, and he was like, I mean, you think like your mama, but he just was like, you cut up, you got muscles, and that's what, a strong black woman is. And he was like, I'm glad you was, you comfortable enough with yourself to show that. The weirdest part about it was, you have on a robe, you're in a trailer, you're chilling. They're like, okay, well, come out, get warm. So I get warm, I don't have on, I think I had on maybe like some socks. Right. And, everything else is off.
They don't cover your private part with a flap or something?
No.
A flap?
No, you just you free balling.
Free balling.
Yeah, free balling, free coochie, and whatever you want to call it.
free labia. And, all right,
damn. Was there a lot of staff on,
Yeah, so it was okay. I was okay. So they're like, okay, get warm. So I take off the robe and I start shadow boxing. That's where I get my mind to think like, okay, don't even worry about you being naked. Just shadow box. And then they say, okay, now put on some shoes. And I'm like, what? That threw me for a loop. I'm like, I thought this was everything off. They're like, no, we want you to have on shoes. So I threw on the shoes, and that was probably about the most uncomfortable that I was throughout it. Like, I was just like, if I'm going to be naked, I'd rather not have on nothing than have on boxing shoes. And then as I started, it was okay. It was like 10 people with cameras and video, and it was fine. But then it's like people started like coming over, people who are on staff, but they're just walking past like I'm not naked, and I'm like, it's 20 people walking around while I'm naked. Yeah. Anybody who don't got a camera, please get from over here.
Yeah.
Like, I'm still naked.
It's still me.
Right.
Yeah.
So they were very respectful of that. I liked the pictures, and
they came out beautiful. Claressa Shields, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. To this weekend, this is the biggest fight of your career, your professional career. This is the biggest fight of Christina Hammer's professional career. Never has there been as many eyes on women's boxing as there is today. And a big reason is because of course, the Layla Ali's, but in recent time, it's because of Claressa Shields. Yeah. And so if you're around this weekend, make sure you watch it. If you're not, if you're in Atlantic City, go to the Boardwalk Hall. It's going to be a great card. They got a lot of great matches on that card. She is truly a citizen.
Let's Sway in the morning.
Claressa Shields, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's go, baby.
How's it in Flint right now?
Flint is still going through the water crisis.
That's wild.
That's wild.
That's why I wear my hair blue. Until we get clean water, I'll keep my blue in my hair, and I'll fight with my blue in my hair. But Flint is a fighting town. Yeah. We continue to use the bottled water, and we continue to try to, get the government to fix all the pipes, but they've only fixed majority, and majority as in the areas that are predominantly white areas. They haven't made it to the African American area yet, but they've already stopped trying to fix the pipes and try to say that they don't have funding, but they promised that they will fix all the pipes. So we're holding them to their word, and we're just surviving. But Flint people cannot be broken. Yeah. I mean, I don't even think it's possible. Okay, we're going to find out this weekend in the ring, ladies and gentlemen. Claressa Shields versus Christina Hammer. This is for all the marbles right here. This is for every belt, unifying the whole division right here, ladies and gentlemen. If it could be done, she'll do it. Claressa Shields, we appreciate you. Yep.
All right, you know you family, okay?
Yeah, of course.
We'll be watching it.